do, what it 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 do. Should play upon the Ziggy 2 times, and we back at it again. Brand new day, brand new video. February 4th. Happy Black History Month, y'all. I just noticed what day it was. What's going on? Hopefully everybody having a good day, everybody having a good morning. I know Atlanta is shrouded in random snow flurries, high winds, and it is 16 degrees, which is crazy as a motherfucker right now. But we here. We in the building. We doing our thug thizzle, and that's all that we can ask for, right? All right. We got some cool videos today, man. Nothing crazy, but we do have a nice chunky list. Is 304 dying? 304 culture, is it dying? Are women finally understanding that ain't what we looking for? That ain't what we trying to do? Are they understanding it, or are they just like, you know what? Yeah, I've been holding around for a minute. Let me not hold around so much more, no more. You know, it's Hoe-flation finally catching up to the economy. These are questions that need to be answered. I got a couple of good videos today, man, by my good people, Omeezy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, and JR Wisdom. First up, we got Omeezy. He's reacting to DJ Academics talking about Samaya, the streamer girl that apparently keeps getting caught up in all this these hoe activities, these hotivities. Let's see what he's talking about.
What I'm telling you right here, this is the game. You're 20, and your wide-eyedness, that thinking, oh, I'm just seeing and streaming, is how to get you into escort culture. Because you're saying, I'm just going to stream and I'm on a jet. No, why do you're not that cool, shorty? I'm telling you, you're getting brought there with your friends to get.
No, nobody got. That's what I'm saying. That's where you're wrong at. You're wrong. Again, you're wrong. Yeah. It seems like in your mind, in your world, you have to do these things for. Because they're not generally gonna put you for you.
The difference between me and you in this conversation, I'm down to be all the way honest. Yo, I booked a jet for 80 grand. I brought him straight up. I'm not here to lie about nothing. Why did you?
Of course.
Hold on, stop. Man. I know every rapper who's gonna say when Sway Lee go to Bahamas and bring 30 girls, he brings them.
Of course.
Why did Trippy bring you?
Of course,
I don't know. Academics doesn't seem wrong to me. The current beef between DJ Academics and Samaya, the streamer slash.
Yeah, I kind of see what he's saying. I mean, because really, honestly, I mean, how old is Samaya? Shit, we can check right quick, I guess, right? Samaya is not that old, yo. And the fact that she's like actually out here on the strip, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that does mean that somebody out there trying to check on her ass like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she just, you know, kicking it just to be kicking it. No, you out here. You out here, shorty. Excuse me. But I mean, yeah, like she's what, 22? Yeah, she's like 22. So it's like, it ain't far-fetched. It ain't far-fetched.
Content has opened up so many interesting conversations. Not necessarily because I hear what this one young lady and her friends did, but the overall conversation that I'm preaching on this channel about young women and the streaming community and culture. Part of me wants to believe that these young men want these women to be around because they are fun, interesting, and entertaining. And another part of me believes that this is a big ring of traffic. And as I look back to all the women content creators from about a year ago, I think to myself, where are they? What happened? And why does this cycle keep happening of young women getting attached to these content creators, used up and thrown away like a tube of toothpaste, continuously happen time and time again? If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us. Bills won't pay themselves if I can pay Georgia Power in subscriptions. I appreciate it. Now, back to the video. This all started with a video from Samaya and her friends talking about the male prospects in their lives. You know, their standards, the gift giving, etc., etc.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious?
How
much a month?
Word. Appreciate you, man. I did not know.
I'll do over 6 figures a month. I'll take a shot at that.
Now, I retired a lot of the conversations surrounding relationships when Kevin Samuels died. Ultimately, the conversation was futile. There was irreparable damage done to the community as a whole. And for what it's worth, I got engaged and I didn't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. But academics took on this challenge after seeing Samaya and her friends, who are friends and associates with some rappers and responded to these standards and whatnot that these young women have.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month. I was just about to say,
And keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money fly them out. Maybe they think a bag is cool. I ain't buying no bitch no bag, but whatever. Like they're hypnotized by money. You fuck them for a week and you send them back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, shit you live in, cars you drive. And they get back on the track and wait for the other millionaire to fly them out. Like, it's kind of a sad life. I don't know how they make it look so lit. They make it look so lit. Like, yeah, you got to make this amount of money. Chat, these are the women you do not take serious. Like come on. Like, a woman that gives the criteria of how much you need to make, you don't take serious, period.
Now, don't shoot the messenger, maybe the originator of the message, but I actually kind of agree with what academics is saying. I was born in 96. I know.
Is that better?
Which means I graduated from high school at 2014. I've been around the block here for a minute. And in every iteration of young man, there is IG model after IG model, baddie after baddie, content creator after content creator that comes and goes. They appear in all these videos with all these other male content creators, rappers, celebrities, etc., etc. Never create a real fan base and just end up disappearing. Now, I'm not saying that is exactly Samaya and her friends, but more than likely it is Samaya and her friends. And as I go back and look at the 2014 baddies, I don't want to date myself by saying any names, they're doing extra regular stuff now. From riding around in Maybachs and Rolls Royces at the ripe old age of 18 and a half, now pushing a 2007 Camry. And again, there's nothing wrong with a 2007 Camry. I think that's the first year where they got the surround airbags and they had Bluetooth in the car. Pretty good car. But ultimately, what academics is saying is true no matter the age group. Now, just because I agree with him doesn't mean that Samaya did. She took to Twitter to call him names, call him fat, all these other things like that. And ultimately, it led to a live stream that revealed a lot of both of their mentalities behind the whole situation.
When women put out an idea that they have these unrealistic expectations of men is because they're into escorting culture. You and your homegirls are into escorting culture. Did you escort recently for Trippie Redd? I'm here to hopefully have a conversation that we can make a conclusion.
No. Why is that even coming out your mouth? It's 20 different girls on that trip. Like, he's celebrating his album thing. When I did the stream with him, I did a stream with him. He invited me to Turks. He was like, hey, you can come, you can bring whoever you want. He was on some cool shit. It was nothing like that. So for you to get up here, that's what I'm saying.
That's what the new escorting experience is. Bring your friends. Bring your friends for this free trip that I'm hoping will turn into something romantic or intimate. Yeah, that's how escorting works.
Nobody did. What are you talking about? What?
Ma'am, are you or have you been romantically involved with Trippie Redd? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Did he have any?
Okay. Listen, this is not no interrogation. 1, 2. I just told you what it was. So for you to keep, we did a stream previously. He invited me. So that's it. That's all. But you're still trying to paint this narrative. That's what I'm saying. You're so fixated on this one narrative. Like, what is that doing for you?
I think it's time we actually define what an escort is in this context. An escort is generally a sex worker who provides companionship, and often it leads to sexual favors. And this stuff can be funneled through agencies and different things like that. Maybe a person behind a camera who, sends young women over to these streamers or whatnot. But ultimately, you're providing companionship. And I think that's where the line kind of gets blurred, because some of these people are interpreting this as, hey, I'm friends with so-and-so, and they are just flying me out, spending money on me. But some of this other stuff is clear as day sex work. And I'm not here to shame sex work, but this is just an interesting conversation as a whole.
The culture of women claiming these are the guys they're into, flexing and showing off these type of experiences, and then trying to act like it's not what we all know what it is, right?
I take pictures everywhere, gang. I take pictures everywhere.
This is
like, I seen you made a comment like, oh, she's on a PJ, she's excited, she's taking pictures. Look, listen. I'll take pictures at a fucking gas station if I look cute and the outfit's cute. If I want to take pictures and I want to post on my page, I can do that. I can literally do that. I have free will. Why does it automatically think in your mind like, okay, she's fucking, which is prostitution, or it's like, why is that even a thing in your mind? Like, that's
ma'am, I'm gonna be honest.
You're trying to
paint. Hold on, that lifestyle is escort. I just want to let you know. Like, you don't have to admit it. You don't have to.
I guess if a girl get on a PJ, she's an escort. That's what you're saying.
If you're going from rapper to rapper and going and listen, I'm telling you.
Are you talking to me directly or are you saying in general? Be direct with what you're saying now.
Both.
Huh?
Both. I think we've heard about you now with, at least for what people know, 2 rappers. But you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of on the block, girl.
All right, is that better?
Like,
I think that's
what are you
better.
saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares?
I don't hear that
Who
little
cares?
extra
No,
shit.
nobody's hopping rapper to rapper. Nobody's hopping rapper to rapper. Like, you're
We're
sound
not
slow.
saying we care like we want you to stop. We're just commenting on it. And if I feel like you got...
Okay, but whoever said that I was hopping rapper to rapper? Y'all only know me for dating one person.
From one rapper to the other.
Now I get it. The words are offensive, but academics is just trying to break down something that we all see on a day-to-day basis. These people being connected to wealthy individuals for one reason and one reason.
I had to
only.
restart
to provide companionship. Whether that be
stuff,
sexual
man.
or not is up to you. 9 times out of 10 is sexual. But when people see Samaya on these different planes and these different places and spaces
that heads
with
up, though,
Trippie
man.
Redd,
Appreciate
it
you.
just screams to them, hey, she's doing this for a bag, for clout, whatever the case may be. Now, there are some people like Ben Dadon who would deflect and say that that's not true. This isn't, valid or whatever the case may be. We just do these things.
I'm taking Samaya out of it. I'm taking like all niggas out of it. I'm taking a real person out of it. When y'all, even bitches will really use niggas to get an experience and be like, I'm not doing shit. And what the nigga supposed to do? Be like, either the nigga keep it P and be like, all right, well, you cool. I'm just not gonna invite you out no more. I'm not gonna invite you no more. Or the nigga gets into it with the bitch and they be like, find your own way home, bitch. You can't like how I think Lil TJ and Ruby had got into it back in the day, like that type of shit. You gonna buy my flight home, man? Hell no, bitch. Find your way. Like it be that type of shit going on. Every time bitches be around, y'all might feel like bitches gonna fuck, but like that shit don't be going on every time, fool. Like if say any football
it don't go down
celebrity
like that
y'all know flies out 20 bitches, all them hoes not finna fuck.
But what Ben fails to realize, and academics had to make him understand, is that whether or not y'all have sexual intercourse or not, you paying for somebody's companionship is escorting. That is by definition escort. And there's nothing wrong with it. We all understand what's going on. But why I'm interested in this conversation is because during her rant with academics, Samaya mentioned the fact that she's a real deal content creator. She went to Streamer U. She has a career.
We know you for literally fucking a rapper. That's why we know you. So we're gonna post your anniversary.
You know me from the No Cap situation. That's fine. That's fine. You can know me from that. That's fine.
And then we're gonna post anniversary. You getting a turn.
But listen, I'm a streamer. Don't try to fucking downplay me, bitch. I'm out here and I get my clips and I do my little shit. Don't ever try to do that, bitch. I want to stream you and all that. I don't give a fuck. Don't downplay shit I got going on, bitch. All you do is sit your fat ass up on this internet eating your potato chips and talk shit about the next bitch.
Honestly, academics is a streamer. So I mean that's what he's supposed to do. He sit up here in his internet, edit his setup, and do his thing. I haven't seen her pop up on anything streaming shit. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I know I don't follow her or anything like that, but usually back before Streamer U and during Streamer U and after for a little bit, you would actually see her ass like posting. I don't see her ass posting shit. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe my algorithm a little messed up and I can't really see what she got going on. Her name is Samaya. She was she used to pop up sometimes in Castanet stream, Ben the Don stream, all those little regular streamer guys. She would pop up in their stream every blue moon, just being there. She really didn't have any kind of added value or anything like that. She would just be there. So it's like now you see her in this situation where she done at least since Streamer U, which was last year in early summer, she was kind of bouncing around the rappers. So they done said that she was with No Cap, and that was her boyfriend at the time. And then now she's on a private or on a yacht with a Trippie Redd. So it's like, yeah, basically what they're saying is that she's a clout chaser. She's selling ass. Is that they saying? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not here to pass any kind of judgment. Cause I mean, sometimes I buy some ass, but like, yeah, when you clout chasing, it's a little different.
Wait, is that the one that was going?
You making your money though. You making your money though. But you also paying to fuck bitches. Nobody want to genuinely fuck with your ass. Nobody around you genuinely want to be around you. Listen, I've heard niggas talk about you, bro. They don't fuck with you.
Okay, by your definition, Trippie paid to fuck you then.
Now, I'm not here to validate or invalidate if she is a streamer or not a streamer, a content creator or not a content creator. She has a good following on Instagram. She does stream occasionally and pulls good numbers.
See, like, look at these numbers, man. Look at these numbers, dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, she's higher up on the streaming total poll than I am, but she only streams 6.3 hours in 7 days in a week. But then she getting hella numbers. But I mean, that's how it is when you got a woman. When a chick pop up on stream, they kind of get it. They get the numbers. They get the numbers, man. They get the numbers when girls come up in here, man. Peak views is at 3.2K. Followers in the hour is 214. So that means people is just following her and dropping off. Followers gained. I mean, active 4 out of 7 days. 18 streams, 18 game streams. Oh, that's a lifetime. So she don't even game stream. She get up there and just talk. She just get up here and talk. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm up here talking right now. That's all I'm doing. But 90% of the time, I'm actually like gaming or something. I'm doing something. So I don't know.
Numbers, we're not going to take that away from her at all. You're an audience that knows how to read numbers. You do the math and come up with your own conclusions. But what does interest me, though, is what she uses as a validation tactic, the fact that she's been to Streamer U. Now, we know about the women that were in all these streams during the past year that jumped into the content creation game or got propelled to another level in the content creation game based off of being attached and associated with a bunch of different men. Streamer U
more than likely being the girlfriend of a rapper, a famous rapper, is going to get you some extra views just because they want to know if you're there with the rapper or not. Then on top of that, you got a rapper that's in an on again, off again relationship with another rapper chick, and then you pop up on his damn stream streaming. More than likely, they're going to try to figure out what you're doing over there. So they're gonna come tune in to see what you're doing with Trippie Redd. You know, so I mean, like, she chasing the clout for sure. But if she's selling ass, then she's selling ass. But we just don't know. There's a fine line right now between being a girl on stream that just so happen to be at all the streams and a girl that's selling ass to people that's adjacent to streamers. There's a fine line right now. So I guess academics
boosted
knows
a lot of people's careers.
She's on that shit.
You remember
she's on
Lola,
that
the news reporter from Streamer U? She's doing insane things. She's been at the Grammys, she's been at Mafiathon, and recently she signed a deal with the NBA to do some stuff for 2K, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's lit. Uh-oh, we got an ad. I'm not premium YouTube user. I'm waiting on subs to get to the premium level. I ain't gonna flex, y'all.
Are we coming to work with you? Of course, guys. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. I'm still going to be streaming, guys. Like, I'm still going to be streaming. We're still going to be doing lit behind streams. Now they're going to be even litter, okay? Because I'll be, like, with some cool lit people. Okay. And I'm also obviously going to be the news reporter for the NBA 2K League. So we're going to be doing a lot of great fun things for them. They're going to give me a whole rundown.
She's not a clout chaser at all, because I haven't seen her
I'm not exactly sure when my first day of work is yet.
Shouts out to her desk. I actually love her desk. Like, genuinely speaking, somebody get this clip to her so I can find out where she got her desk from, because I do want to have my own desk. People like Yana have blown up over the past year through creative streams, genuine funniness, all those different things. And she just needed a platform, because even before...
And like, that's the difference, man. That Yana J chick, the last one that they just showed doing the little dance things, this chick here, like, she be everywhere. She be with all the rappers, girls, boys. She be with all the streamers, girls, boys. It don't matter. But ain't no random ass, like, she selling ass shit pop up about her. Nothing. I mean, true enough, I think she dumb young. I think she, like, maybe might be 19 now. But it's like, if you everywhere, like how she everywhere, and ain't no accusations popping up, but then this chick here is like nowhere, but pop up here and there on other people's stuff, and there's hella allegations. There's gotta be smoke. There's gotta be fire with the smoke somewhere. There's gotta be fire with the smoke somewhere.
all those different things. And she just needed a platform because even before coming to Streamer U, Kai Cenat predicted how big and how successful she would be.
I think Yana's gonna be one of the biggest female content creators. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She was streaming off her PS4. Gaming with a fucking camera in the big 2020 fucking 5. That's a different level of commitment. Yeah. That's a fucking winner.
But, and I don't want to say too many names here.
Definitely, yeah.
God, it actually is kind of sad. There are a lot of streamers who were on Are You My Ball last year, on Blackboy Max's Love Stream, and Streamer University that were ultimately male-centered, male-coded, male everything, and it did not pan out. And now we see them running to the internet blaming anybody, anything, and everyone as to why their streaming and content creation careers aren't working, other than the fact that they got roped into doing male-centered content.
I have seen jokes, I have seen them start little and getting big to the point where people are doing it so much, the men are doing it so much, they do not know kids are watching y'all, they are making it okay. They are making gay okay, and it's not okay. They are teaching the little boys that it's okay and that we're just playing. Men don't play. When you ain't gay, you ain't gay. You don't play. You don't play. And it go way past playing. It starts with the joke, and then the joke gets bigger, and the little joke turns into hand movements, facial expressions, body language. Then it turns to you actually looking like a girl, acting like a girl, talking like a girl. Then it turns into you talking about what you want to do with men. It's not a joke.
Yeah, saying all that homophobic rhetoric as if you weren't at Streamer University trying to be just like them, with them attached to them, associated with them, is the most insane thing in the world to me. And there's a mountain of others, but India Love is probably another prime example that I would feel comfortable highlighting in this situation. Granted, she's had individual streamer success, but we know how her views ebb and flow based off of being associated with men. Only really ever brought around for the companionship or to get the different pieces of content off that they need, but never really able to build your own audience, your own platform. Why is that not considered escorting? I don't know. Now, eventually, Academics does get hit with a cease and desist from Samaya's legal team because these claims are inflammatory nonetheless.
She sent me this whole legal document. No lawyer listed. It says pro se. That's how I know she went to ChatGPT. It was ironic because I felt like that was even held proving point. She said, "You're fucking up my money by exposing this culture that you know my behavior could be associated with." What does that tell you already? But okay, you know, usually when people send a cease and desist, they're hoping you're not going to keep dragging. Man, appreciate you. That's basically the admitting the white flag that, hey, listen, people are starting to maybe reflect some thoughts based on our conversation about me, and this could be something that's not good for me. Could you not keep dragging it? Bro, I don't have, no one wakes up and says, what is Somalia doing today? No. So yeah, there's no malintent. There's no, you know, I don't want to drag it or nothing like that. So I said, let's get on the phone. No. So I said, give me your number. So I'm saying, I want to get on the phone. Instantly. And this should tell you all you want to know. Remember, she sent me this ChatGPT cease and desist. I'm like, oh my God, I could tell she's so triggered. She's blah, blah. She's trying to type all legal now. She's like, calling me a thought is one thing, but accusing me of doing that and saying I'm getting flued out to get piped. Okay, I'll read y'all the whole thing. I'm like, yo, all right, listen, we could be adults. It's fine. I mean, right? And really, so I'm like, give me the number. She misconstrues me asking for her number as me asking, like, for what number in monetary sum would I settle before we get to litigation? What? Yo, chat, it's always about the moolah. So it's about money with these people.
She brought up money? Money?
I'll give her some credit, though. She didn't, like, just give me a number. She was just like, hey, you know, I'm ready to go ahead, blah, blah, blah. But also, like, you know, I just care my reputation. I don't necessarily want exactly money, but yeah, you've hurt me. You've hurt my reputation.
Oh, Samaya. I don't think that your reputation is hurt because I think that 9 times out of 10, majority of these content creators know exactly what it is. And I can break it down for you guys if you need a little bit of insight and backstory because hey, I've been on that side. These guys go to these different casting agents, these different production companies, you know, and they ask them to find them a women for their video. Whether it be the 20v1s, whether it be the pool parties, whether it be the different videos, the cooking challenges that are surrounded by women, they're getting them from these casting agents. Contracts are signed up, NDAs, et cetera, money is exchanged for your time being there. And then ultimately, whatever happens afterwards, happens afterwards. Sometimes you guys hang out for extended periods of time. Sometimes you do get cracked. I seen it. I've been there. Hell, I started a lot of it on this side of the internet. Dang, ain't that crazy? Am I the original? Never mind. But it's not hurting your reputation or any of these other young women's reputation because everybody knows what's going on. I hate to be so crass and so rude, but the main thing that I want to focus on from this is that all of these women that hop into this sphere trying to get into content creation, thinking that that is a viable path. I've been there. I've done that. I've spun the block, and I've only seen maybe a handful of content creators actually go this route, start this way, and then come up. Remember Lolo Fitzmo, originally from the AMP Love and Basketball video that went on to be with Destroying in a couples video and then started her whole career. I hired her for the first AMP Love and Basketball video. Not saying that that was any sort of escorting, but that's just an example of somebody who had a, you know, career after the fact. But ultimately that involves to where we are today, where these young ladies think that this is the way to go and build their careers. But I'm here to tell you, only a handful of escorts have ever like established some full career here. Now, academics may have been able to use some better words to describe it, I guess. I don't know. But I think as a community, a lot of people see exactly what he's talking about.
This academics and Samaya thing, that's just like the icing on the cake. And that's the norm. That's been a norm for the past couple years for our day and age. But the problem that I have is that women like that don't like to call a spade a spade. Academics been in this game for 10 plus years. He watched the game evolve, shape, and evolve again. And he said that's an escort lifestyle, which it is. And I could bet everything that I own, which ain't gonna be no private jet, bitch, but that you signed an NDA. And it's none of my business. I just feel like when you women get on these social medias and you want to show this glamorous lifestyle because you're dealing with somebody that has a high financial status, you think you're going to pull a wool over people's eyes. Like a nigga like me, soon as I see that private, you're not buying a private jet. No, you haven't. You're not doing it, and you're not getting on that private jet just because you're that girl. When you dealing with niggas that can afford private jets, they are buying you. They don't give a fuck about you and your streamer university. You know what you here for. Like, sign this. Let me introduce you to this lifestyle. Let me buy you what you want. Give you that good feeling for right now, so that you can open up, so that you know what I'm saying? You know how we end in the night. But I think the biggest problem was when academics called it an escort lifestyle. People don't like to call a spade a spade. That is the escort lifestyle. I completely
agree with that. Academics and somebody arguing the whole time, both of them is right. On academics and right. As a woman, out of all the male friends that you had, how many of them have actually tried to talk to you, flirt with you, or something else like that? Let's be real. Majority. So I can see what AK mean when he's sitting here saying that these motherfuckers be trying to fucking shit, because niggas really do be doing that shit. Yeah. However, Samaya's not wrong either. Let's say that was them niggas' intentions. That does not mean that she was over there getting cracked. Motherfucker want to find me out this, that, and the third with my friends. I'm going too. But that don't mean that it's guaranteed that he getting no coochie.
But you the main one that anybody might know.
That she went there not with no intentions fucking on nobody. And I don't know why that's just so hard to believe.
So where do we go from here? I've talked about it countless times on this platform as to how these types of relationships ultimately don't end up
having intentions to crack and then still getting cracked are two different things. You could not have intentions on getting cracked and you go up there and then it's just like, oh man, this is dope as fuck. I'll never be able to do this again. Let me go on and crack so I can probably get invited to the next one. That mindset happens. I mean, shit, even on people at regular level like me, chick is gonna crack because she likes the lifestyle and she wants to come back again. A lot of times that happens. It ain't got nothing to do with the money a lot of times, but sometimes it's just a lifestyle that they never had themselves, and they're like, yo, let me crack and I could probably be able to swindle my way into being around a little bit longer type shit. I mean, so don't make it seem like it
for
ain't.
These women content creators. They don't build the platform first and then go to the men. They think building the platform while they're with the men, or get to the men and then build the platform, is the way to go. But no, that's how you get into these escorting conversations. I say you build the platform first, and along the way, while you're gaining your own audience, your own fan base, your own everything, then you can slowly but surely get attached to these people. But at the end of the day, we're seeing in real time how being closely associated with these men, being male-centered, hanging out with these guys, exchanging your time and companionship for dollars, does not lead to any benefits for you. I'm sorry to say it, but it's probably true. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Let me know in the comments.
All right, that was my boy Omeezy. And yeah. Hold up. Yeah, that was Omeezy, man. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. The logistics stand up. I mean, if I don't see you outside of anything besides, and I barely see you stream, and I'm on Twitch all the time. I'm on Twitch all the time trying to get ideas either for my stuff or just entertainment on its own. So if I don't ever see you on Twitch and I follow the streamer you tag, a lot of folks still use the streamer university tag. Look, 6.5 streamed hours in a week. 4 days out of 7 out in the week. That means you stream less than an hour a week or an hour a day. Like, you literally rolling the clout ball just so you can get to the followers. And I mean, it's not like you got an absorbent amount of followers to where you just getting paid. I mean, she was in the top 33,000 of streamers on Twitch. 33,643 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty good with numbers. I'm almost 80. I'm almost autistic when it comes to that. My bad, I'm burping a lot. Got these new oats. But yeah, like, I mean, the numbers don't substantiate you actually being able to make a living off of this. So the fact that you out here bouncing around with No Cap and Trippie Redd, and I think it was a couple other rappers in there too that I don't listen to or don't care about, and you just popping up with them, and you the only notable person out there. Maybe it's a agent thing. You're getting casted to do that, but I'm pretty sure if more casting agencies were getting notified that they were just signing people up to sign contracts and NDAs to get cracked, those agencies will be looked at as basically pimps, and that would be illegal. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. You know, I'm just saying, I don't know the logistics behind that, but I guarantee you, if there were more people out there getting cracked by getting set up for a casting agency and they subsequently get cracked, the casting agency would come under fire for putting these people in these situations. But that's not what's going on. They out there getting paid, they getting cracked, and they taking their ass home and then trying to find out how they can do it again. So, you know, I don't know.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
If it was me, I wouldn't be able to do it because I'm not selling. I ain't selling, I ain't flying, and we ain't doing none of that. So I can't tell you what's really going on with that. It's just, you know, it ain't for me. It ain't for me to know. It ain't for me to say. But, you know, next video, we got O'Shea Do Jackson. IG models never thought this day would come. Let's see what he's talking about.
Not going 50-50 with you. I'm sorry. Beautiful women are not going 50-50 with you.
Yeah, they are.
This week, there were a group of...
I'm going to tell you like this too, y'all. If y'all got an issue with a woman doing what you want them to do, that ain't the woman for you. Just put that out there like that. I done had models. I done had NFL NBA cheerleaders. I've had news reporters and all of that willing to do for me. Me. My regular old looking ass. for nothing, for time, for a slight companionship. Sometimes just for the D. They're going to do it if they want to do it. The fact that they're not doing it for you is because they're not for you. They want you to do something for them, period. There are a lot of women out there that's going to do a whole lot of stuff for you for nothing. Just because they like the vibe, they like your look. Maybe they just want the D. They heard something about you on the street and they just want to figure it out for themselves. Don't let these women tell you that they don't have free options. They free options just aren't for you. So go find one that got your free option. Everybody got a trial.
Who went viral. They were all on a live stream, and of course, they were asked a question about what's the minimum amount that a man can make to deal with one of them. And one of them responded,
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month.
What to say? I want to before anybody else says anything, man. Women have an overinflated sense of worth. Not saying that a lot of these women are worthless, because they aren't. Women have a lot of worth. The women have a lot of value, but they have an overinflated sense of worth. And it doesn't help that a lot of women don't make their own money, so they don't understand the value of money. The money that they do get is from people that just going to throw it at them for absolutely no reason at all, because they're trying to get it in to try to crack. So if you take away all of those aspects, a lot of times many of these women don't have any kind of financial literacy to know how much it takes or what it takes to even make the money that they're trying to ask for, or the logistics behind how many people in the entire world even make that kind of money, and the pickings that you would have from the kind of guys that you are saying that you would prefer based on that money and the demographics of, race, age, geographic location, and all that stuff like that. They're not paying attention to that kind of stuff. And that's most of the time why they're considered delusional.
I was just about to say.
Let's keep it going. The first one said 6 figures.
So, I'll do over 6 figures a month. Take a shot at that.
the woman carrying
6
most
figures,
of the dialogue.
6 figures a month. So $100,000 at minimum a month. Who doing that? $100,000 a month at minimum. That's just $100,000 a month in 12 months of the year. That's $1.2 million. I'm guessing they mean after taxes too. How many people do you know making $1 million a year? Net, not gross, net. And then how many of those people are actually out here now unmarried, willing to deal with some young under 25 chick?
There
just put that into perspective. Don't even put it into perspective all the stuff that they look for on top of it too.
As you can see on her IG, she is living.
She only got 147K.
Or at least portraying to live a life of luxury. But what was interesting were so many of the comments that you're looking at right here on the screen. I won't get into all of that, but I'll just say it was definitely a mixture of opinion. And then again, a lot of people overall were upset because not too many men make $100,000 a month. And the backlash was so strong over this.
Damn.
She decided to
white as fuck
back.
Washing me out.
From experience, because that's normal for me. So if it's normal for you, then that's not my problem. That's your problem. So if y'all don't like
if she want a nigga that makes $60K to $100K a month, let her say what she say.
That's for me, not for you.
That's for her.
I'm not reading that. Somebody else got a standard. Like any other feminist person. That's your standard is my standard.
Now again, this girl checks off all the boxes. I mean, she doesn't have like a big booty or anything like that, but face-wise, definitely she's on to something. She's looking good.
She got the Lori Harvey effect. The only difference is that we don't know who her father is to possibly tap into whatever kind of wealth that she has on the outside. Her literally, like how that one comment said, her beauty is currency, or her currency is beauty. Now, don't get me wrong. She's cute. She cute. If I had a chance, I'd holler at her. Would I be able to get it? Probably not. I don't make anything. I don't even make what she asking for monthly, yearly. Do I care? No. I'm still gonna shoot my shot, man. Shoot or shoot. But the idea that that's what you're going for is asinine. Because you're going to get somebody that looks like George Costanza. Y'all remember who George Costanza is? We're gonna let the video play while I pull up George Costanza.
She's 20, she's light-skinned, and everything is everything, right? And one of the main discussions coming from women, especially regarding somebody like this, is that men are just shooting out of their league.
I love my friend dearly, no shade to him, but he works at Wawa. No shade to people who work at Wawa. Nothing wrong with it. But he's 39 years old and works at Wawa. Nothing wrong with it.
What does that? What difference does that make?
He wants to be with this girl. She's 28. She does Miami Swim Week. Up to the ceiling. Body is done. Drives a Benz truck. A lot of followers. Beautiful girl. And he was showing me their DMs, like, and so he's like, "Oh, she's not trying to take me serious. She's just playing around." And then, as I'm reading the messages, love him down, but it's like, he's telling her, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't go here," because she travels spontaneously.
This
I told you about this before. She travels spontaneously, and he's like,
that's the dude right there. Damn, where'd it go? This is who gonna come up here and give you $100,000 a month, but they gonna expect to crack. This dude right here, George Costanza from Jerry Seinfeld. He gonna the dude that's making $100,000 a month and willing to give you a piece of it. This is him right here. This is what he gonna look like. He's 5'8", slightly overweight, with a chrome dome, George Jefferson type shit. This who you gonna get when you expecting to go get somebody to crack for 100,000. That's what you gonna get. And these women acting like they gonna get some Shamar Moore looking motherfucker.
And he's like, "Oh, she doesn't take me serious. I can't. She's out of your league, bro. She's out of your league. Beautiful women are not going 50-50 with y'all. And I think that's where the disconnect is coming.
How would you know what beautiful women are doing? How would you know what beautiful women are doing? How would you know? How would you know? You mid at best. Mid at best. Like, how would you know what women are doing? What beautiful women are doing? You don't.
Got him!
You don't know.
Got him!
Because y'all want beautiful women to go 50-50, and they're not doing it. They never have done it in history. They're not doing it.
So she is talking about her friend who works at Wawa, and I believe that's like a gas station. He's almost 40, and he's trying to talk to this lady who obviously is given the appearance that she's going places, traveling, doing things, that she has a big truck. And he wants a lady like that, but obviously he doesn't make that kind of money. And so this lady, who was also an IG model, from what I can tell, is basically saying that a lot of guys are just shooting out of their league. And if you want somebody that's looking like, you know, an IG model, you gotta get your money up. And then she brings out another important point.
Kim Kardashian, like, women who are very beautiful, men pay their way. Men pay their way.
That's not true.
Get with the program or
that
leave.
Ain't true.
This important point is the truth, guys, because she said, listen, beautiful women like IG models, for the most part, have never been 50-50 or went 50-50. Men have always paid, and men will continue to pay. And that is important because DJ Academics got wind of this particular clip from these ladies.
There's DJ Academics again, man. Here we go.
Again, keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money fly them out. Maybe they think a bag is cool. I ain't buying no bitch no bag, but whatever. Like they're hypnotized by money. You them for a week and you send them back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, shit you live in, cars you drive, and they get back on the track and wait for the other millionaire to fly. Like, it's kind of a sad life. I don't know how they make it look so lit.
I mean,
but that's not all.
You really thought that they were making money just off pictures? You're an idiot. All those Instagram
they're taking them Dubai
see,
trips.
Men are paying them. They're paying. Anytime you see an Instagram model that's like in Dubai or any exotic country,
cracked,
and she's staying at a high price place, bro, some man paid for her to be there. He flew her out to have with her. Ain't no man flying no girl out just to be cute.
I really want to get into this because
not the clapping sound.
Not only am I a person that researches this kind of stuff for a living, I'm also in the
You heard the
industry,
clapping
not in
sound?
America, but for my Pan-African dating show, we do events, in the nightlife. And so I've had a really good experience dealing with at least Instagram models, at least in this part of the world. And, I've interviewed some before. And let me just tell you, there are guys that are rich everywhere. There's so many African girls that I know that go to Dubai, they go to Qatar, and guys have pounds of money. I mean, they are super rich and they are super successful. No doubt about it. But here's one thing that
This man got a short sleeve suit on.
Is that these girls,
that look a little crazy.
Get a lot of these trips. Somebody will fly them to Dubai. They'll be in a nice hotel. But what happens is that they have a hard time keeping consistency. And that's what this lady is not really talking about. A lot of IG models don't do anything really special. So again, they get flown out, they'll clap, they'll take pictures, they'll get the bag. And then obviously most dudes will just move on, especially the guys that are like rappers that have an optionality, or some of the brothers that are doing, some level of scams. Now it's just not African dudes scamming. You got dudes in Atlanta scamming too.
Got him.
Hey,
and so a lot of these
quit
guys
talking about
who
my city.
are dealing with these women.
Quit talking
a
about
lot
my
of guys
city.
who spend this kind of money are dealing with illegal money. So they have unlimited
talking about my
money
city.
because what they're doing is not really legit. A lot of legit
There's a lot of scammers
guys
out
that
here,
have
though. I
to
ain't
really
gonna
work
flex.
and earn for their money, unless if it's like athletes or people in the industry, are not really going to take these chicks seriously. So they end up getting clapped, and then that's it. But then here's something else. These women even have problem paying normal bills.
They got problem paying their bills.
As I'm investigating all of this, I knew a chick who is, what I tell you, like out of a scale of 1 to 10, she 11. And this is not coming from my own perspective. Shout out to my brother SPK Lifestyle. He was living in Uganda with me. He'll tell you, he was like, look, you drop her in Miami, anywhere, she's the truth, right? And she's still fine. Now she just thicker. And if anybody who personally know me, I mean, you might have seen her at some of our events or whatever like that. I mean, she is, whenever she walks into the room, everybody stop what they're doing. Even women stop what they're doing to look at her. This is how beautiful this lady is. Make a long story short, I had a homeboy who was like dating her and all that. And he was like, man, like the girl is so broke, she will even take toilet tissue. Like he had some toilet tissue out there, and she basically was asking, could I take the toilet tissue with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. She took like a whole pack. Now, most people on the continent of Africa, and just like Europe too, Americans, we shop in bulk, right? So my homeboy, he's an American. But most Europeans, Africans do not really shop in bulk like we do. Americans, we hoard stuff. We buy napkins in big quantities. We buy tissues in big quantities. And so he had like 7 or 8 piles of toilet paper, like 12 packs. She got that, you know what I mean? And she took some ocean spray cranberries or whatever that she could get. And she got on the back of a bike and was out. I'm talking about stupid
got on the back of a bike.
Silly thing. And so not only do these girls like don't have money to fund their lifestyle, they have hard times paying for
got on the
normal
back
stuff.
of a
I'm
bike
talking about like cable television. I'm talking about adding cell phone
can't tell me that ain't
data
funny.
plans. This is everywhere around the world, okay? Because the thing about the men that they
But I mean, that's not, I'm telling you, that's not just Africa though, man. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. Like all sectors of the world, all demographics.
deal with, the men that they deal with typically don't have consistent money. Some dudes, if they scam, if they rap, that money may be a big windfall. So a lot of women, especially, in this part of the world, the Dubai sector, unless they're dealing with somebody that's an Arab prince or something like that, or someone in that vicinity. But the other dudes, other black dudes, white dudes, whatever, in the underworld guys don't always have consistent money. There's times when money is fluctuate and go up. So when the dudes got money, they can spend on you. When they don't have money, they can't spend on you.
Right.
And then another thing too is these men are also desirable. And it's so easy for
crusty as a motherfucker.
another lady that is cheaper,
particles all on his
to
eye,
come that guy's way, and they can drop you. It's something that IG models don't understand. They have very, very little leverage, and so most dudes will deal with you at first after they clap, but then when you still need consistent
you got some lookers up here on his shit, man. God
begging is
damn.
110, bro. Like when you deal with an IG model, it's not just you're doing things for her. It's just like the entitlement.
There she go.
It's the begging. You know what I mean? It's the you'll tell them, look, I'm gonna give you some money, whatever. You send them $1,000.
You got some lookers on his shit sometimes.
For the money again.
Some of these chicks look like
it's the hair,
crawled
it's
about
the
the damn
nails,
room
it's
or
the
something.
makeup, it's the, you know what I'm saying? My brother needs this. And and then so what dudes just get tired of that, and so they don't have no consistent income. And so
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I got
insufficient funds. You ain't got no money.
basically, man, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. When a chick, I got rules. If a chick started asking for stuff in the first month of me dealing with her, she was already broke before I met her. She ain't going through no hard time now. She's been living in a hard time for a long period of time. She's just been waiting on somebody to throw her a rope. I'm not that dude. I ain't that dude. Now, I could have a little bit of money, but I ain't finna be out here. Nah. You ain't finna catch me giving out no damn free bands because you look cute. Nah. If I done cracked a couple times and I want to see you in a good place, make sure that you in a good headspace so you can keep getting cracked for free. I might end up throwing you a little something. Might throw you a bone. But I ain't finna be out here giving you money just so you can look good while you out here doing whatever you want to do with whomever else besides me. Fuck out of here. That ain't what we doing. Now, if you scratching my back, I'm scratching your back. You know what I mean?
Help me.
But if we ain't on that,
Nigga.
ain't no point of me even trying to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? You stay over there, get cracked by whoever actually gonna pay, and I'll stay over here and I'll get cracked for whoever want to get, you know what I'm saying? I'll crack for whoever trying to be free. Or, do something for me too. Do something worth the money that they're asking for. Because if I meet you one week and then the next week you need something on your light bill, you hoeing.
So they're just waiting for the next guy
That's just how I
to
feel.
jump into the DMs. And again, the next dude would jump in the DMs and deal with them, for a month or 2 or 3 months or 2, whatever. They'll get back on, and then basically they'll be dumped again.
That ain't how it works for me.
What ends up happening is they'll always come back for a discount. That's what happens. Like most ladies, they think that something is gonna be better on the other side. And typically, from what I have found out, it's not. And so, most dudes just don't want to deal with them every single day.
Exactly.
And it's not because they're not beautiful, it's because they're not good people.
They
One
come
of the
with
downfalls
they come
of
with
being
shit.
like extremely good looking is that you tend to not work on everything else that maintains a relationship. They're good at twerking. They're good at bouncing it up. And if you get them in the
Exactly. Shitty personalities, shitty financial understanding, and a low barometer when it comes down to actually attaining money on your own without actually having to have somebody give it to you. So sometimes, a lot of times, I end up getting these chicks just like, I would say, most people would say above my league. I run into these chicks, man. I crack, man, and then next thing you know, they got all of these problems. It's like a can of fucking worms that just bust open in your lap and they expecting you to help them out with it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna help you out just because I crack. No.
bedroom, they're damn sure good at that.
And then they don't be having no personality. So they be out here just leaning on being cute and stuff like that. Or if you tell them no, then they catch a fit. Like what Jay-Z say, and I know I ain't supposed to be talking about Jay-Z because it popped up on them Epstein files or whatever like that, but I don't really believe it. But what Jay-Z said, had to toss her a couple dollars just to shut up a holler. That ain't me. I'm my only child. I grew up listening to a whole bunch of people bitching about nothing for a long time. You can bitch all damn day, but I'm not finna help you out. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
But
Catch
when
a fit
it
if you
comes
want
to just the everyday pursuit of getting along with a man, the everyday pursuit of adding value to any kind of relationship, they don't really know how to do that because their head is so blown up. You know, so many dudes have taken them nice places. They've been on yachts. You know, they got people following them. And if you look at this particular lady here, I mean, she got rappers following her. And that's another thing too. A lot of rappers blow these chicks' heads up. And like, look, if you look at her Instagram, go and look at followed by Los Angeles Confidential.
Los Angeles Confidential.
Los Angeles Confidential is none other than The Game.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So here you have some chick who is like 20 years old, who is super, super attractive. And then you got a dude that's a legendary rapper like The Game following you in your inbox, talking about coming to see you. And yeah, it'd be like that. You know, dudes be in the DMs or somebody else, and she's in Atlanta. So like I said, but it's a short-lived career. And then they end up somehow getting pregnant. And this was the same case with, you know, James Harden's chick. They had that baby. And then once you have that baby,
it's over.
You know, I mean, some dudes will still, you know, clap you up, but it's so many women that got opportunities out there. I'm talking about, like, you got black IG models, you got white IG models, you have Hispanic IG models.
As soon as they crack, as soon as these rappers crack, or NBA player, NFL player, any of these people with any kind of substantial substance of any sort, as soon as they crack and they get shorty pregnant, now she rich for life. She gonna at least get, depending on the level or whatever, she's gonna get 5 bands a month, $2,500 a month. Most places that's enough for at least the rent. And then after that, you could just keep parlaying drama and the stories to make sure that you keep getting the rest of it that you need so you can keep on getting paid. Or leverage the fact that you got this person's kid to get to the next person that you want to get cracked by, and you can continue the cycle from there. It's not like it's like far-fetched at all. All of this shit is like literally right there in hand's reach if you a decent looking chick. That's why I don't deal with these decent looking chicks unless they're willing to give something up for me. They got to be down for me, because and that's how y'all need to be thinking about it too, man. Everybody out there that's a dude that's watching this kind of stuff, if they're not down for you, then what the hell are they there for? They're trying to extract from you.
Like in Tanzania, South Africa.
Ain't got time for that.
I mean, just imagine that. You a dude, you got big time money, and
she just give me
really deal with the thickness.
She just gives me B grade Lori Harvey. She ain't even doing nothing special. She don't look crazy good. She look good, but she ain't like off the charts.
You just get into somebody's inbox in Johannesburg or something like that, and look, you paying not as much money as you was tricking. That, you know, get them a passport.
B grade Lori Harvey
on the flight ready to clap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real with you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with an episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all. You just heard the bell. We're out.
Straight up, O'Shea was completely right, man. I ain't gonna flex to you, man. I think personally that anytime there's a new chick out there on the scene, man, and she get hot, there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna be willing to come out there and pull her up out her whatever struggles that she's dealing with, just so they can say that they did it, or just so they can say that they're the first person to crack. Ray J got a whole song called "I Hit It First," and that's based on him hitting Kim K before everybody knew who Kim K was. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he you know what I'm saying, he liked her and this is what went down with all of that. It ain't about all that. When it come down to these rappers and stuff like that, man, all these the millionaire people out there, they moving these women around like chess pieces. And I mean, don't get me wrong, people even that down here at the bottom in my level, moving them around like chess pieces. So it's not like it's like a rich and not rich thing, but it's like, if you willing to try to play the game, you have a possibility of getting played. And it just so happens that nowadays, a lot of these women are leaving snail tracks all over the place to where you could actually get played because you're leaving a lot of evidence out there that you're willing to get played. Now, if you want a PJ and then these Wraiths and Rolls Royces and shit all the time, these Bentley Bentegas and all of that stuff like that, and then you got Chanel and all of that, but then we have no evidence of how the hell you making this money, we're going to expect and we're going to automatically believe that somebody is funding this shit. And if somebody's funding it, then I can come up in there real quick. Matter of fact, let me do it real quick with the... We can do like that, and we can get some too. Why wouldn't I? You know how much easier it is if I have money to throw some money at a chick and get what I want out of her and then make her and let her leave me alone than it is to make her fall in love, make her like me, find out if I like her or not, then try to crack. It's not the same if I got money to figure it out, unless I want it to be like that. A lot of these millionaires don't want to be like that. They got a girl at the home. Got a girl at the house. Why the hell I'm gonna sit here and try to make you feel like you could be the number one girl? For what? Don't make no damn sense. But anyways, we got this mediocre tutorials and reviews. My boy. And my dog. And my dog.
I was 11 years old, and she was on Mo Money.
Oh, he's reviewing an O'Shea Duke.
Interesting because Stacey Dash got back into.
This is Stacey Dash is selling her cheeks, and it's hard to watch.
Now on OnlyFans.
Stacey Dash
exactly
on
what she's doing.
OnlyFans.
She's made a career off of monetizing what it is that she looks like. Tries to act oblivious to the steps that they are making to continue to utilize that. They'll discover God and start talking about faith and scripture and still be selling components of their sexuality on the side. Peak hypocrisy. Stacey Dash's fall from grace, fall from the top, needs to be studied. Back in the 90s, she was the apple of every man's eye, darling of the entertainment industry. You'd see her at least weekly on one of these shows, such as Clueless. And now, at the age of 58 years old, 4 times married, 4 times divorced, single mother of 2 kids, has chosen to put snapshots or videos of her body up on the internet on a famous website for the tune of $7.97 per month. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it or talk about it too much in this video because they seem to like to demonetize my video when I talk about that damn website. Nevertheless, Stacey Dash needs to be added to the Wallbanger Hall of Fame because she's trying to squeeze out every last little droplet of her looks to stay relevant, to make a little bit of cash on the side. But it's just bad, right? It's just sad to watch. We've seen so many of these women of this type of strong and independent ilk end up just like her because they're unwilling to let go of their entertainment past and in fact exchange professional entertainer to adult entertainer, allegedly. Nevertheless, we're going to be breaking down her storied history and what has eventually led to her making this decision with good old friend of the channel, O'Shea Duke Jackson. So with that,
let's go, O'Shea.
Ado.
When I first saw Stacey Dash, I was 11 years old, and she was on Mo Money with Damon Wayans. Of course, you guys will see the other roles like Renaissance Man and Clueless, but I'm not gonna lie, Mo Money was the truth.
He's right, you know.
And in the 90s hip hop world, Stacey Dash was top notch. Everybody wanted her.
Yep.
But fast forward,
crazy as hell.
I mean, he ain't lying at all, man. I ain't gonna flex, man. Mo Money was one thing, but I ain't gonna flex. I mean, I was a little bit younger. I think I was maybe like 4 years old when Mo Money came out. So maybe, I don't know, 4 years old when I first saw it. But Clueless was the joint because it was like, oh, that's what high school's like. Even though I think she was like 20 or something like that at the time, just acting like a high schooler. But like, man, Stacey Dash was top tier. Even all the way till the Kanye West music video through the Through the Wire. She was on the Through the Wire video. And I was still like, ooh, wee. I ain't gonna flex. Not even gonna flex at all. Like, it don't make no sense. She held my heart for a long time.
Stacey Dash changed. She married and divorced 4 different white men, and then
4 different white men.
She started doing this.
Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period. That's it.
Stacey Dash.
Just for reference, man, she is related to Dame Dash, which was the co-founder of Rockefeller Records, which was the epitome, the very top of mid-90s rap. Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, Dipset, fucking Benny Siegel, Rockaware clothing, man, S. Carter shoes, Cristal and Armadale liquor, man. Like the top, she's related to the top rung of hip hop royalty, and she feels like that.
Was literally Candace Owens before Candace Owens was Candace Owens.
He's right, you know.
Then Stacey Dash kind of went into a really, really dark place. She got fired from Fox, I believe, in like 2016. She kind of fell off the face of the earth, not really doing any projects. She would then emerge on TikTok, and we started seeing stuff like this.
So when the devil tries to get all up in my head and tell me lies, I turn, I look him dead in the eye, and I tell him, no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Amen.
Like, literally, is this Stacey Dash preaching? Yeah, this is Stacey Dash preaching, but wait,
we ain't trying to hear that shit.
Then I tell him, behold, Jesus has given unto me power to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, you, and nothing shall by any means harm me.
All right. Before O'Shea goes in, listen, I'm all for upgrading yourself. I'm all for your own personal, internal character development. All right? We all ain't perfect when we come out the womb.
When you go from one extreme to another.
Make mistakes. We're going to figure it out.
Goofy.
We're going to, hopefully, if we're a winner, dig ourselves out, invent something new, chase a new goal, build a new purpose.
My lights down a little bit.
I notice a pattern, or a trend rather would be a better word, of these types who have willingly sold their bodies to the world before in the past. And I believe that she's been on Playboy. And then once they reach a certain age, notably when that wall hits, they grab a Bible and start Bible thumping, preaching the word of God, as if there was a devout from day one. Now, she still runs heavy with evangelical content, but my only critique and or criticism is that she's doing this simultaneously while joining the OF subscription train.
Right. Oh.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information.
Love you, big dog, but we're not finna watch no video or no ad inside of a video. When I got ads, I'm dodging in real life. Love you to death, MTR.
That there's bad actors
but
out there
real talk.
selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites
I'm gonna let y'all have
my
that real
information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Aura on behalf of MTR.
Box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you.
Y'all make sure y'all check out that Aura.
Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information
MTR,
is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down
there
below.
You go, Aura.com/MTR.
If your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
It's interesting because Stacey Dash got back into church, but if you look at her profile, it says official Stacey Dash, Catholic clean mother actress. Now, she is a Catholic talking like this. This sounds more of a Protestant feel, like,
right,
you know, shouting at the devil, talking down to the devil. The devil can't hold me back. This is not how Catholics talk, but this is how Stacey Dash is kind of talking. She's like a blend in between the two. Now, you got to know that Stacey had a real big issue with alcohol and drug addiction for so many years. And so when she got out of that, she then got into church. But every now and again, we will see signs that,
she ain't quite right.
So, tough morning. Had a good cry. No particular reason. That's just what happens when you have PTSD and
PTSD.
So she'll have these clips of her crying because she says she has
PTSD?
post-traumatic disorder, PTSD, which is nothing to joke about. But I know some people are going to feel like, listen, if you're going to have these breakdowns, why don't you do them on your own time instead of putting it out to the world? But
because you got to monetize that shit.
No, Stacey Dash is definitely going to do that.
She ain't got no kind of content outside of that.
And not only that,
these are not tears of sorrow, they're tears of love and gratefulness. Because I am truly, truly, truly so grateful for what God is doing in my life.
Why she holding on to those elastic beads like there's some prayer beads or something? Come on now.
Lives of my children.
Come on now.
Like,
so
what?
These are not tears of sorrow, just like God is doing all this great stuff. And I mean, that's great. I'm not the person to hate on what God is or is not doing in a person's life. Who am I to judge, right?
No, we're going to judge. When I see people in entertainment do this, and more often than not, to me, it always looks like they're putting eye drops in their eye and then hitting record on the button. But when I see them do this, they're trying to harvest a reaction here. And that harvest, the fruits of that labor is views, likes, attention, more eyes towards them. They treat social media as their therapist from people that have a parasocial relationship with them that don't even know them, as opposed to going to a real therapist. And it's mostly women. And it's just so pathetic to watch because this is not a normal behavior. But wait, it gets even worse from here.
But then there was this information. And the information that came out, I had to really check. And I really couldn't believe myself. And it says this: Stacey Dash is now on Only. You'd be clueless not to subscribe.
What?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just want to call this out real quick. Does O'Shea, okay, let's say it's O'Shea's editor. Does he have OF on dark mode? Typically, dark mode is not enabled on these websites by default. I just know they're going to have an IT background, okay? So that means that someone made the action to turn this to dark mode.
Turn it to dark mode. Yeah,
O'Shea, you need to stop tricking it off over there, all right? Relax, my guy.
Be clueless not to subscribe.
He ain't lying. That should normally be, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really deal with OF, but when I go onto Instagram and I have some random person trying to follow me and they got an OF link up there, man, and I click that shit just to see if they got some free shit up there real quick. Cause I mean, hey, why not? That shit be bright as fuck. I got dark mode on every damn thing, man. That motherfucker should be bright as shit. I'm talking about scorched earth, bright white. Flashbang in your face. Crazy. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. He ain't lying. So somebody went up there and put dark mode on that joint because they're a frequent user. Maybe it ain't OJ, but if it is, that's even funnier.
Clueless.
Now, this is going viral all over Black social media because Stacey Dash is this Christian, but she's on Only. Now, just because she's on Only, it doesn't mean that Stacey Dash is on there doing something that's nude. We're not saying that, but I didn't subscribe, and I'm definitely not about to go over there and pay. Damn. But then Stacey Dash,
I guarantee it's on Reddit.
Beautiful. She is.
I guarantee it's on Reddit.
58 years old.
Shit, I could probably find her real quick on Reddit. Reddit be freaked out nasty.
4 times in a span of 3 hours is crazy work. When she just gave you her phone number yesterday.
So you have a lady that's in her 40s and Stacey Dash is in her 50s, almost 60s. This lady is complaining about meeting a man that's called her like 4 different times in 3 hours. And obviously that is creepy.
Pause for the calls right quick, y'all. They got her shit on Reddit. It ain't hitting on nothing. She just got a little cleavage out. It ain't nothing crazy. It ain't nothing crazy.
Creepy, but
you
it's
finna pay $7 just to look at some cleavage.
Say, that's a bit much, all right?
Come on.
Like, that's a lot.
If you
relax,
are getting these calls from a man that you don't feel is on your level or is he attractive and all of that. Also makes me think about something else. What if Stacey Dash would have been able to be, number one, sober and to find a man who could deal with her and take care of her? Because we all know the real thing right now is that Stacey Dash probably doesn't have a whole lot of money. All right. She just doesn't.
Yeah.
She's on TikTok.
And according to the Reddit community, she ain't naked in now video or now picture on her OF. Ain't that now one. So yeah, that's dead. That is dead. She ain't got nothing going on. Her shit is just basically this is her OF. Lazy ass showing shoulders and cleavage and laying on the floor looking seductive, trying to look seductive.
Doing some weird dances.
She's crazy.
People think that, she's delusional, something is wrong with her. And so what's happened now is while Stacey Dash is still beautiful, she's 58. She's been married and divorced.
She ain't hitting on nothing
4 times.
Man.
And
Reddit done showed her OF. It ain't hitting on nothing, man.
Where a lot of women never think they will be, which is alone, by yourself, and now you become a religious zealot.
Yeah.
Who is
a religious zealot.
Now on
crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she smacked into that wall at hypersonic speed. And this is actually the unfortunate outcome. I mean, besides crying and posting up on social media of what I call
this shit dead.
Because they didn't fix their shit early enough to have a man want to retain them. The only man that they will be accepted by is thy father.
She ain't doing nothing but wearing tight jeans and dress
fatherly
tops.
Dad, that man protection that they cannot achieve in reality. So they
walking like a cowboy
spiritually.
That's what's happened in so many words.
What is she doing?
So number one, you didn't pick.
Oh yeah, that's what I just watched too.
Or you're not
tight jeans and dress shirts,
so that you could scale up and be in the industry
and
provide a value. That didn't happen.
Terrible.
Gang, you're 60.
What ended up happening was that none of the men that do like you, and of course she gets a lot of simps, trying to throw themselves at her in the comments.
We know
she doesn't
that.
want any of them.
Yeah.
And so now you're this Christian who loves the Lord, and you're
the
on
Lord.
Which only, if you want to be honest, it is known for a site that is associated with a lot of sexual activity.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what OnlyFans is known for. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That's what it is, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't think that that's what it is, that's what it is. So,
I mean, as much as people like to try to throw the smoke screen up, OnlyFans is 5% non-pornographic. 5%. I mean, there's a 95% chance that you're gonna run into everything under the sun pornographic. The other 5% might be somebody with a self-help cooking class or a DJ class or let me help you with your graphic designs class. But most of these folks are doing this stuff on YouTube, so why would they do it on OnlyFans? or they have a members only YouTube or a Patreon. The crazy part is that there's other venues like Patreon that exist that don't have the same stigma as OnlyFans, but even though they do the exact same thing. So it's like, we know for a fact if you're on OnlyFans, you chose to do OnlyFans and not like Patreon or not members only YouTube, we know what you want. We know you over here trying to sell the idea of sex. Whether or not you're doing it or not, if you're going to be dancing around looking like how she did with the tight pants and the dress shirt on, looking like an idiot, then you're just going to probably have people like me to go search it up on Reddit and find out before I pay that shit ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I mean? Now you look stupid.
So it really looks bad.
Now you look
people
stupid.
Are going to have this to say about her.
Sisters with Proverbs 31 tatted on their chest, come to the front. Sisters that's fornicating, come to the front. Sisters that's aborting their babies, bring your ass to the front of the class. I'm talking to you. Listen. Sisters that's half dressed on the internet, in public. Come on. I'm talking to you too. You cannot serve your flesh and your spirit at the same time. You cannot serve God and mammon. You have got to pick a side. And it's time. Pick a side, sis. Stop being a hypocrite. That's why people don't go to church now. You have got to start reading and applying the scriptures to your life on a daily basis. Examine yourself.
Listen, and there's so many other websites that she can utilize in order to try to sell private content. Let's say if there's not Playboy type pictures that up on there. I didn't look either, just like O'Shea. But she chose this, and she chose this for great purpose.
There you go.
Uploads content to her IG and her TikTok of her dancing like that, and at an angle where you can see them angles. And I've seen a couple with like her stomach out, her belly out. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's made a career off of monetizing what it is that she.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. She got a lot going on right up in here right now, boy. God, and that thing flapping around, wasn't it?
Looks like, and like similar to the Melissa Ford situation, tries to act oblivious to the steps that they are making to continue to utilize that. But this is the pattern that we see so often. They'll discover God and start talking about faith and scripture and still be selling components of their sexuality on the side.
Selling components of the sexuality.
And it's one thing when they're
100%.
young, but when they're 60,
you're dead on balls
banging on that wall, it's beyond ridiculous. But just picture if she was able to humble herself enough earlier off in life, 4 divorces ago, to figure out how to appropriately work with a man who's form fit for the type of lifestyle that you want to lead. But, you know, she grew up in the feminist girl boss movement. And
not only that, she did have 4 husbands that she divorced that were of the Anglo descent. She could say whatever she wanted to them because in their eyes, she was a star. I mean, if you was a black dude or even a Hispanic dude with enough means to be able to date her, you would have probably felt that way too for a nice little minute at the beginning of this situation while y'all was dating or whatever like that, or before y'all got married. But after a while, just looking at her mannerisms and the way she moves and the way she do stuff, you would have been like, nah, this bitch is stupid. Let me treat her as such, which I mean, I ain't saying like dog her out or nothing like that, but I wouldn't treat her like a superstar so she wouldn't be able to walk all over me. And she would have got some get right a couple times. And I'm not talking about like, you know, beating her up or nothing like that. Like I'm talking about get right as in like I would have, you know, other people of means that were not of Anglo descent would have put her in her place. Like, hey man, you know, you're a failing star at this point. You're not like no superstar. You're not like Tiana Taylor or something. You old news. So just calm down with all this extra shit. That's how it would normally go. But because of this situation, she go from Anglo to Anglo, Anglo to Anglo. Then she gonna probably getting put up on this pedestal to where she could be looked at in a certain way.
With a man? Are you serious? But instead, her life was filled with alcohol, trauma, destroyed relationships, leading to baggage that no man wants to deal with.
That's the truth.
Basically, you're a hypocrite to your own message. I'm sorry. I don't even care if you're not doing anything on OnlyFans. The fact that you are there when you know people are on the website,
right?
It is not a Christian thing to do. Like, imagine TD Jakes, a pastor who loves the Lord.
Yeah,
And obviously he wants to make money. He wants to sell his podcast. Like, his clips. Would TD Jakes ever go to OnlyFans? No. You have people in brands that talk about the fact that because they're on OnlyFans, not even showing nudity, just being on OnlyFans, people want to get away from them.
The brand, yeah.
And the only reason why they're on OnlyFans is because that's their lifeline.
And that's also why OnlyFans made a move, I think it was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago at this point. They moved away from this move, but they were trying to get adult content off of their site. They were trying to do that because of the amount of brand dollars that they were missing out on. But then they realized that the brand that is associated with it, even if they got those people out of the site, it's not going to transition the brand enough to generate enough revenue to substantiate the dollars that they would be losing out from losing the adult creators. But inevitably, the dollars didn't make sense, so they hopped to the original business model.
And then that brings me to this.
Oftentimes, big-time church girls try to use the Bible as a weapon against the men that they date.
Yeah.
To hold you biblically accountable for everything that it says a man should be, but yet not hold themselves biblically, morally, or ethically accountable to anything that it says a woman should be.
He's right, you know.
Listen, let me also just point out that I always get a kick of seeing younger Kevin who looks older and less healthy than the Kevin Samuels that blew up. And this goes to show the importance of understanding, right, your look. And you could tell Kevin was still figuring out this current junction, right? Like, lose the nose ring, clean up the beard. He got a little dandruff on the shirt over here. These are glasses that I don't think he would have worn in the last couple of years of his life. And he was in his 40s at the time, which just goes to show you is that the more that you improve yourself, the more that you understand more about who you are, where it is that you're trying to go. You know, if you want to call it look maxing, aura maxing, there's always work to do. And because of the work that he put in that 10-year time frame, he was able to blow up to the way that he did. Now, I say all of this out of love. And actually, I had a conversation with him because I created a piece of content that talked about, well, the title of the video was The Evolution of Kevin Samuels. And he loved that video that I created about him because we got to go through and see what did he look like in 2017, 2018. What was he doing?
No, we ain't
How was he
buffering.
talking in front of a microphone? So all you G's out there that are in your 20s and your 30s and y'all email me talking about that you feel like you've ran out of time, shut up. Put in the work. Get to it. Not now, yesterday. Let's proceed.
That's the legendary Kevin Samuels talking about women in church. And obviously, they want to hold men accountable to the scriptures, but then have a problem with holding themselves
Look
accountable
at
to
his
the
teeth,
scriptures.
everything.
I don't care how much you love the Lord, how much you love God. God can
Yeah,
never
KS
tell you,
look way
set
different.
up your stuff on Only so that you can make $15 a month doing what we don't know that you're doing. I mean, stop the show. I'm pretty sure one of you guys will go and find out for me.
Got him!
But I mean, it's another loss and it's down bad. And again, what you keep seeing is these ladies can't get a man to take care of them. They can't find somebody that will take them seriously. So what happens is God becomes like the person that they're dating, and everything that is wrong with their life, God vindicates them. Like God never corrects them.
Right.
God never challenges
Because he
them. God
forgives
never
all.
convicts them.
Exactly.
No, what God does, God is only there to make them feel very good about whatever the hell they feel like being good about. And again, this is why a lot of ladies like Stacey Dash, when they say that they are Christian in God and, you know, they talk about God.
It's for fake.
They talk about religion. They talk about how everything has changed for them. A lot of men don't take it seriously. It's because you're not really even following the rules, and you're acting like a hypocrite. But at the same time, the same men that you deal with, you're questioning them because they don't want to come to church. They may not have the same beliefs as you.
Yeah.
And to be 58 years old and to see Stacey Dash having, number one, mental breakdowns that no man that has optionality wants to deal with.
Right.
And so because of your own decisions, you don't have a whole lot of money. You don't have money coming in. So now with the fledgling fan base you have left, charging $15 a month to do God knows what on OnlyFans,
Fledgling
it's
fan
really
bases.
sad.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's pathetic. Let's see.
Seeing your high school quarterback or your favorite NFL running back retired on crack on the streets when you remember them when they were like
he ain't
at
lying.
their strongest or at their
Yeah.
best. It's like, you know, seeing like a football player you love have like brain damage or can't talk anymore. I mean, we all know stories of people like that, or just somebody who made a bad decision and they fell off and it was all.
Man, speaking of, yo, and I hate to say this, man. I don't know what was going on. Maybe, hopefully, he was having a mental health emergency, and it wasn't drugs. But there was a video circulating around with Rip Hamilton looking zonked out in his car, like he was coming down off that yaya, not the Zaza, but that Tudor. Like he was coming down off that Tudor, dog. I was hurt, man, because I'm not even a Detroit fan, but I didn't even like basketball at the time, but I used to like Rip Hamilton, man. He was one of them ones for me, man. He was one of those ones that made me actually like basketball. Like I used to watch Michael Jordan and stuff like that, and then I didn't watch anymore for a long time. Then I started watching the AI, and I didn't watch for a while after that. And then Rip Hamilton was one of those ones. Vince Carter and like Carmelo were those ones that made me come back and watch. And just seeing a video of Rip Hamilton looking zonked out. I'm talking about mouth open, drooling in the driver's seat of a car, people smacking him in the face, talking about some, hey, bro, wake up. And he's just zonked out. Hurt my heart, dog. So I guarantee there's women out there that used to look up to Stacey Dash like, you know, that's my idol. And they's looking at her right now like, ew, this is what I used to love. This is what I was. This is who I used to fuck with.
All their fault. It's different if a person have an accident or whatever, but you know, you made the decision and then now you destroyed your own.
Hey. Like that's an insane situation. You know what I mean? That's an insane situation. You got to look at her
Life,
on
like,
OnlyFans.
It's a tough thing
shaking
to
ass.
see somebody go through that, especially when you like were their fan, you know, they were your childhood hero. They inspired you.
I cannot stress to you guys enough the celebrity that Stacey Dash had in the 90s. All my Gen Xers and all my Gen Ys knows exactly what it is that I am talking about. But nevertheless, to O'Shea's point, one of my epiphanies or aha moments, especially when I did the Pop the Balloon content, is how much some of these modern women would leverage, you know, I am a God-fearing woman, but they're not about that life whatsoever. And they'll utilize brand components from being religious as a way to cast judgment on everyone around them except for themselves. Meanwhile, they doing their dirt about they lonely. And I continue to press to the modern man today, my G's, I constantly watch this content, is that you got to step beyond the surface level to really tease out the importance of how her actions match her behavior. And it seems as though there was 4 suckers that signed up for Stacey. And I don't know who the dudes were. I don't know if they made more money and then she got something in the split. I don't know all of that background. But there was 4 dudes that signed up for this. Can you imagine being the 3rd dude or the 4th dude or even the 2nd dude, right? Like, and you just like, okay, so what happened in your relationship? How did it go down? Okay, I believe that. I'm in love with you. Let me get on bended knee. And you get like, for that many times, it'll be wild to see if she ends up suckering in a 5th one within that. But I do think that because she is so beautiful, it's a multivariate equation. And a lot of dudes today, the highest variable is a woman's beauty. So they leverage what it is that she looked like and will forego some of the obvious red flags. And they confuse beauty with value. And this is something that even I've struggled with.
Sorry,
in my life.
y'all, I got to write down these numbers
many of
from
us will associate beauty with good characteristics, good morality, chastity. And I've come to figure out through MTR field studies is that it's not correlated whatsoever. That's also why I try to tell you guys is that when you see a fine little ting-ting up on the street, don't even think about it, all right? Just go up and just say something. Because just because she's beautiful doesn't mean that she's going to reject you even more. It doesn't mean that, okay? So have confidence within that. Practice this 3-second rule, which means as soon as you see her, don't even think about it. Just go up to her within the first 3 seconds, because the more that you think about it, the more that you're going to perhaps not even go up, because you're going to, come up with excuses not to go up there and say something. So, but nevertheless, you can be investing in a beautiful young lady that inevitably is a bad investment. And if you continue to ignore the red flags, then it's no one else's fault but your own. And for all the lovely young ladies that are down up in here, all right, be able to look at a Stacey Dash's results in her life, want none of that, but study what are the behaviors, the characteristics that led to this quite unfortunate, pathetic, lousy ass outcome.
Pathetic.
I'm trying to tell y'all, the more that you listen to content like this of how the men that you want, how they think about things, the closer that you will get to understanding, removing the bullshit that society taught you to understand what is most important to those type of men. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for stopping by here today. Shout out again to O'Shea for putting together a banger of a video. Link to his channel down up in the description box down below. I think that's all that I want to talk about. Share your questions, comments, concerns down below again. And I will see you guys relatively soon. Until next time. Peace.
Okay. So yeah, that's that. I mean, honestly, that's 100% everything that he was saying. I mean, come on. Like, I mean, we over here looking at you. We've been gawking over you for the last 30, 40 years, man, in some situations, man, because I know ever since I was a kid, man, Stacey Dash was the baddest thing ever, from Mo Money to Clueless. Fuck. Okay. From Clueless all the way down to even the what's the shit called, to the Kanye West video. I've always thought that Stacey Dash was bad. I thought she was fine as a fool. But as soon as she got to that point where it was like, ugh, which was in the last like 5-10 years. It ain't like it was been like that for a long period of time. So it's like, now we out here dealing with it. We looking at it. We seeing it. And it's like, I don't really want no part of that. She ain't fine to me no more. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel that way, I know for a fact other people feel that way too. So, it ain't hard to see watching your idols tumble. You know what I mean? It's crazy out there, man. It's crazy work out there. And then we all got to live with the fact that we either seeing our idols falling for some bullshit or looking like some bullshit, and then we got to live with it. You know what I mean? It's bad out there. It's bad out there. But anyways, next video, last video, JR Wisdom, how to get men to pay your bills without giving up the cheeks. 100% effective. Now, if y'all know me, I ain't paying for shit. Point blank, period. I ain't paying for shit. I don't care if I got the money or not. I'm not paying for it. Either you're gonna give it to me for free or we ain't getting it. And if you give it to me for free, then there's a possibility I might give you a little something. That's just how I do. That's me. Anyways, let's go on and get into it though, man. Let's see what he's talking about. This shit is ugly.
Yes, you can. I get this question a lot. A lot of girls like, how do you get a man to spend money on you and you're celibate? And the truth is, you guys are just overcomplicating it. Like, you're making it too hard. Like there's a secret or some type of secret sauce. But the truth really is in just be nice to them. Yeah, it is seduction. Yeah, it is manipulation. But it really is just also being nice and not like pick me nice or desperate nice or bending over backwards nice. It's power aware nice. So you understand that a woman, a nice woman with boundaries, is just a mirror. She's a mirror that reflects a man's need to feel admired, needed, and relevant. So things like checking on him, asking him how his day was, stroking his ego just enough that he's full, feeding him the same lies that Daquan fed you when you let him come and trick you into believing that he really loved you, but he was just homeless. You do that because you understand the game, not because you want him. Mirror exactly what it is that they're asking for. Become the illusion he thinks he's created. Act delusional, but you don't have to be delusional. You hold the power that he's essentially never gonna access, because a man isn't paying to sleep with you. He's paying because of how you make him feel. You make him feel like a man. And by making a man feel like a man, you don't do that with your body. You do that with the mind. You conform into what it is that he is so desperately desiring. So you see the potential in him. Don't fall for it. Play with it. Don't chase the promise. Collect the outcome. And when you master this, when you become kind without being weak, and sweet without being soft, and delusional without being dumb, you will never have to give a man your body for him to give you the world.
Now, despite what the title of this is, because I'm not sure what I'm going to title it yet, she is correct in some aspects, but it's very short-sighted. Definitely not a long-term plan. This is a sugar baby think piece. I think everybody's using that these days, or a sugar baby way of thinking. And for those type of guys who aren't looking for some sugar, but for dudes who are really looking for something serious, you would be a fool to keep messing with the woman, even though that the feeling that a woman gives you is important. If I'm not getting any cheeks out of it and you're not doing anything else, I'm good on that. Now, what she's saying is booty clapper 101, stripper 101, and 304 101. They understand this. That's why men keep coming back, and that's why men deal with these type of women, because they understand what it is that she is saying. And it doesn't take much. I don't understand. I don't understand how women don't understand this. Men are super simple. All you have to do is make a man feel wanted. You know what I'm saying? Make him feel wanted and needed. Speak life into the man. I did a video many years ago.
I mean, that's 100% true. I mean, before JR get into it too much, man, honestly, man, that's exactly what men want. That's exactly what men need. Now, if you're going to give it up to me too on top of that, then that's even better. But the thing is that most men just want to be seen, want to be heard, and they want to have their ego stroked slightly. So, I mean, if you can do those things, then you more than likely will be able to get whatever you want to out of a man. I mean, that's just how it goes. You ain't got to even sugarcoat it none. I mean, literally, you'll be able to get that kind of stuff. You'll be able to get whatever you want to out of a man if you're able to do that for most people. I mean, people like me, where I done heard it all. Like I said, I done had NBA, NFL cheerleaders. I done had models that actually full-time models trying to manipulate me like that, and all I'm trying to do is beat the guts. And sometimes if I like you enough after I do that, then I'm trying to see what you're talking about. But more times than not, they trying to manipulate you so they can be able to keep up the facade of their lifestyle. Now, if I can smell that on you from a mile away, then I'm probably just going to get what I want out of you when they dip off. But if I don't see that on you, and you might be moving in the correct way, you might be doing things the upfront and just way, then more than likely I'm probably going to like you, I'm probably going to fall for you, and I'm probably going to be able to allow you to do a little bit more as far as while you're gravitating or, while you're around me than I would the regular average chick that ain't doing nothing for me. Just saying.
Women have. It's super easy. But a lot of them don't know how to tap into it. A lot of them are just assholes. Mm-hmm. And it's super simple. Women pay to go to workshops. They ask other women. I had a woman I used to date, and women used to come up to her and ask her how she would do this and how she would do that. And she would tell them, like, how do you get men to give you money? How do you get men to spend this? And women, they don't know how to be feminine. It's super easy. Like, dudes will pay your bills if you really are on that type of time. But some cookies gonna have to come up, unless you just one of those dudes where your tool doesn't work anymore and you're just fine with just her company, which is something that I'm cool on that. But a man will hand you his wallet. He'll do all these incredible things if you do what it is that she's saying.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? What she said, play delusional and gullible and stuff like that, or play dumb. I'm not saying you have to lower yourself, but it's so easy just being feminine. Show a man that you actually like him instead of just trying to use him. And dudes are paying for that girlfriend experience, if you will. Checking on him, texting him. Women are just like now, like they're the prize, where I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to check on you to ask how you're doing. It's all around bad character. And a lot of men are chasing after women that really don't do anything for them. Don't ask them how they're doing, what's their favorite food or what's their favorite drink, and getting it for them. Simple things like that men tend to be thoughtful towards women. But women are just like, I'm a little princess, I don't have to do anything. That's too much.
Right.
And the women that are doing these things are winning. If you really think about it, how crazy it is, you're chasing a woman to pay her bills. And a lot of you guys, you're spending so much money and there's no chance of you actually getting any cheeks. It's sad, right? Because she's putting this, and it, like, again, it's short term. You have some women that'll say, I'll deal with the guy. I can't remember the video, man. I wish I could add it right here, where she's just like, I'll deal with the guy up until the point where I just keep going on dates with him and getting what I can get out of him till the moment like it comes to where he really wants some cheeks, then I just ghost him. And that's what a lot of women do. And it's really like they're trying to see what their value is at the end of the day. Very few women are getting these baddie IG booty model retirement plans. It's not the norm. You got some dumb guys out here that are marrying, shooting the club up and doing all this stuff, and the women are taking them. I still don't understand why these guys aren't learning, why they aren't just clapping the cheeks and just keep it moving. Just use her like she's trying to use you. But like Academic said in a video, most of these chicks are just getting flued out, right? Dudes are clapping them and sending them on their way. They're just there for a good time. They're not really, it's really not a long-term thing. Guys, I live in Atlanta. Like I said, every woman out here thinks she's a celebrity. Right. Every woman out here is living paycheck to paycheck. They're really not getting it like that. They're going to all these different parties that these celebrities or rappers around here are throwing. They're linking up with a guy who they think is a baller. The dude's clapping and sending them on their way. But fellas, don't fall victim to what this is that she's talking about. If you're on sugar daddy time, you're old, you got disposable money, you're on Diddy time, whatever you want to call it. But trust me, Diddy's getting some cheeks, but he's watching you get your cheeks clapped by another dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in paying women just to exist, even though she's saying that she's offering a service, making him feel like a man and all this stuff like that. What are you doing around this house? Are you folding some clothes?
You doing
Are you vacuuming? Are you doing other things around this house other than that? Because I'm good on that. I mean, we have to be honest, man. What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that we're doing here? Is that it? I'm just saying, I'm being honest, guys. So just think about that the next time. It's so much I wanted to say on this video, but I got a flight to catch. And there's so many thoughts in terms of what she said and women doing similar videos. And some guys are just like, the guy you're describing is your dad.
Yeah.
Go find your dad. I can't go find your dad. Try to look for the video. But you have women that are talking like her. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I get a man to do this? And a lot of dudes just like, you're talking about your dad.
Right.
That's your dad. Your dad's going to do these things, right? So go find your dad, man. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up for 1 million.
I am the best.
Peace.
But straight up, I mean, honestly, at this point in life, man, I mean, ain't nobody finna, like, especially with the way everything's going nowadays, man, ain't nobody finna come up here and pay your bills. Ain't nobody finna come up in here and do nothing extra for you. You're not special, so we're not finna go up here and you're not finna get nothing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what's going on out here no more. It's your ability to get something out of people is completely contingent on what they feel like they're getting out of you. You're not gonna be able to go get nothing for nothing. That's just not what's going on no more. It's not how the world works. People are catching on, and the more hoeing around you're doing, the more exposure you're gonna get for hoeing around, and the least likely people are gonna be able to do or want to do just for the hell of it. I know plenty of dudes that'll go buy a hoe all day long out there on the street, or, you know, call up a, you know, list crawler or something like that, or, you know what I'm saying? But if the girl that they're trying to date or they're trying to take seriously is a hoe, and then they trying to extract money out of you, then more than likely you're not gonna be okay with that. And that's what women don't need. That's what women need to understand. The more hoe activities that you end up getting pinned on your jacket, the more likely you are that you're gonna end up getting some shit going on that don't nobody like. You know what I mean? And that's just how it go, man. I mean, don't nobody want to deal with that. Don't nobody want to deal with that. But that's all I got for today, man. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this question. Hopefully y'all be able to answer it for me in the YouTube comments, or, you know, my Twitch or my Kick comments or whatever like that after the video's over, man. Is 304 the whole culture dying? Or is it still relevant to this day? Because it seems like to me that men are starting to catch on in mass, and a lot of women are suffering over it. The more men that are catching on means there's less Johns, less simps out there to go around. Which means that there's a lot of hoes out there that are getting left paying their own way through life. And if you know hoes like I know hoes, don't no hoe want to pay for nothing. That's just eyes. But either way it go, man. Y'all easy, y'all be safe. And if you make some money when I'm not around, make sure y'all bring the receipt so I know you balling. You know what I mean? Peace. Peace. Blew up the wrong sign. Uh-oh. Wrong thumbnail. Wrong thumbnail. Oh, jeez. Here we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Look, we building it as we fly. That's the thumbnail I was trying to put up there real quick, y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. Have a blessed day. Y'all be safe out there, all right, man? It's 12 degrees out here in Atlanta. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe out here, man. If you want Kick and Twitch, make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm finna be right back on after a little 5-minute hiatus. We gonna be back with some video game play, man, all right? Peace.